Fantastic. Hello, Rhythm and Radiance Facebook group. Hello, Instagram. I wanted to pop on for a moment and today share which essential oils I'm traveling with today and why. So I am getting ready to go on a trip this afternoon in a couple of hours, and I'm getting those final ducks in a row. So I wanted to take time though today in the morning to do some things that rejuvenate me, even though I'm going on vacation, because that's a theme that I have mentioned in our Rhythm and Radiance group and also on Insta, that I've been talking about the theme of rejuvenation, and just having that in the forefront of my mind reminds me to do something each day that will help rejuvenate my body and my mind and my spirit, my emotions. And of course, vacation is a rejuvenator. So that's awesome. But keeping it in my awareness has helped me think about, what am I doing today to rejuvenate? So I started out the day with, which I often do Wednesday mornings, on a nature walk. It was just my friend Maria and I today. Sometimes it's a whole group of us, and we do a nature walk on Wednesday mornings with some meditation or sometimes yoga or some breath work, body networking, some forest bathing, you name it. And it was just Maria and I today, and it was a fabulous practice. So even when you have a lot to do, like today, I need to get myself ready because I'll be leaving in a couple of hours. I wanted to take that time. So that's just like a little intro to to the day. But the topic today is, which essential oils am I traveling with and why? And I have one open spot in this case, and I would love to hear what you think. So let's dive in, and I will tell you that I am trying to pack light. It's easy for me to keep like throwing in oils, and I've got this fabulous case. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see it, which I got through doTERRA in March during our leadership event, virtual event. I don't know if they have them anymore, but there are very similar types of travel bags on places like Aroma Tools and Oil Life. Those are some of my favorite resources for my essential oil gear and items. So this one has some space for 6 roller balls plus 8 little tiny vials and supplements. So I will say these are not all the supplements I'm bringing. I do have another little pack that has the supplements by the day of the week. And these are just extra things that I want to have on hand, and I'll run through that as well too. So here's what I've got, and here's why. First of all, on my roller balls, I've got On Guard roller ball. And how can you travel without your On Guard? Ever, really, but now of all times, right? So I've got my On Guard roller ball, and I do also have my On Guard hand sanitizing mist in my purse, but I've got that for just my immune support. It's protective blend. I will be using that throughout the airport and the whole trip. When I use the public bathroom, I get out my On Guard, all of that. Then I have my tea tree, my Melaleuca or tea tree. And this I keep on hand. This is kind of like my first aid kit. So any kind of cut, scrape, skin issue, I've got tea tree, but it's also great for boundaries. And right now, it's my first time going on a plane since March of 2020. And, I'm a little bit nervous, I guess. So it's good to have some, protection as well, like just boundaries, because there'll be a lot of more people that I'm used to being around lately. So even though it's not my favorite smelling oil, I definitely think that this is an important travel oil. Next up, peppermint. So this is great for boosting my energy. And in case I have some jet lag tomorrow and the next day, I may be needing my peppermint. I also love it for when I'm having hot flashes. Even though I'm going to much cooler temps, you never know, the hot flashes follow you no matter what season or what the temperature is, what the weather is outside. But also, I'm not prone to headaches, but if I do have any head tension, I would grab my peppermint. Next up, Clary Calm. So on the packing list, and just in general on packing lists, it always says, you know, pack your medications and put them in your carry-on bag. Well, I do not, I'm fortunate that I'm not taking any medications currently, but this is like my little medicine chest, right? So I use this for hormone balancing. Yeah. So no matter where you are on that phase, PMS, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, Clary-Calm is great for your hormones, so I need to have that handy. Next up, coming with me is Neroli. And I know you might say, why? But this is just one of my favorite oils, and it's it's currently what what I'm reaching for. I also love it as a perfume. I also love it for calming and relaxation and sleep on the bottom of my feet, all of that. So it's just a favorite, and that's why I'm bringing it with me. No other reason. And then finally on the rollerballs, Rose, the queen of oils. And I'm bringing Rose for I put Rose basically on a daily basis. I put it under my eyes and on my heart. So I'm going to, on vacation, continue to use it in that way. Plus, it is also great for skin. So it's kind of part of my skincare. And those are my roller balls, but I will also say I do travel with Immortelle, which is another beautiful blend, and that is in my toiletry bag. So I don't really count that as, it's an oil, but I don't count that as an oil here. That goes with skincare. And so in there, just a little aside, all I really need is I have my Virage cleanser to cleanse my skin, and then I have my Immortelle, and that's basically, I don't think I'm bringing anything else. That's it. I do have my travel size of fractionated coconut oil, and I just use that to moisturize everywhere. So I think I'm pretty much set. So if I'm missing anything on this little, crowd here, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Now let's go to the little tiny, you see these little guys right here. What I love is that this, comes with these tiny vials. And so I can bring a little bit of any other oil that I want to have with me. So what did I fill my tiny vials with? Well, one of my all-time favorites, Balance. Normally I'd want to bring, a vat of Balance with me, but I'm just going for a little bit of Balance, enough to put on my feet every morning and night, really. And just a little bit, because I also have my Neroli, so they have some similar, reasons that I grab them. I'm also bringing a little bit of DigestZen. Now, I don't typically have any digestive discomfort, but you never know when you're traveling. Also, I do tend to get a little bit car sick if I am going in a vehicle that it smells like new car smell. So it's like the travel oil. And if you're going somewhere where you're eating some unfamiliar foods and things like that, you got to go with your DigestZen. Hopefully that's enough. Then I've got my lavender, just a little bit of lavender, again, sort of first aid, skin, calming, any of those things. It just seems like lavender is kind of like your Swiss Army knife. So it can be good for so many things. If you get too much sun, it's a little, soothing, that kind of thing. Of course, the king of oils, frankincense, is in this little vial. And why? Because you don't leave home without frank. So many reasons why. I can put it on the roof of my mouth, which is a practice that I used to do and have really gotten away from. So what better time to reintroduce that than vacation? Then I've got vetiver. I am going to tonight on an overnight flight. So I used to be able to sleep on the plane anytime. I did that almost monthly in my corporate job. Did the overnight flight and went straight to the office. Oh, those days are gone. So I do have a little bit more trouble sleeping on the plane. So I'm just gonna bring in the big guns here and have my vetiver just in case. And then finally, I actually filled 2 vials with lemon, because I do like to have some lemon in my water, and just in case, 2 vials, because I drink a lot of water when I travel. And I've got one more that I have not filled yet. So what should go in it? I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. What should go in this vial? I do also have my Deep Blue travel packets, my sample packets. I have a whole box of those. So I was going to bring my Deep Blue roller, but then I didn't know which one to part with. So if there's something I'm missing, I would love to hear from you. I'm not going to be traveling with my little travel diffuser because again, I need to pack light and for a variety of reasons. So the oils for sleeping for me are going to be applied on my body. So topically and internally. So internally, in addition to my little daily packs, which I have already set for the 10, 11 days I'm going to be gone, I have some extra supplements in here. And let me tell you what's going on in here. I've got some copaiba. I like to do 2 copaiba or copaiba at night. I love that. And it's a very active trip. So I'm going to be anticipating that I'm going to be needing some, anti-inflammatory properties and yeah. And so I also have my deep blue polyphenols right here. So those 2 are great for the muscles in the body. I've got my extra digestin and phytoestrogen here because I take those. I have enough little daily packs to have a morning and an afternoon little, setup, but I often take a 3rd dose at dinner, and I didn't have any more packets left, so or I had room here, so I'm putting them there. And then what else have I gotten here? I've got I've got 2 things of deep blue, two squares filled up with deep blue, and I've got my Yarrow Palm. Yarrow Palm is great again for so many things. It's great for, I love the Yarrow Palm oil for skin, especially the serum, which, where do we show aging? Down here. I use it for that. But the capsule is, again, great for hormone support. I do sometimes throw one in at nighttime for sleeping. And then finally, of course, my On Guard soft gels. And I don't have them, parsed out for a daily thing at this time, but it's just like as needed, or probably at some point during the day, because I like to space out the supplements. So here's my handy dandy pack. There's one little vial to fill. I'd be curious, what would be in your travel pack if you're trying to keep it light? I don't know. Is this light? I mean, it's just all in one thing. It's not like a suitcase of oils. Have you traveled like that before? Yeah. Fess it up. So there you have it. What am I missing, and what would be in your travel bag? I'd love to hear. So I got to run. I got to go take a shower and get ready to go. And so there will be most likely no Rhythm Radio next week, unless I do it somewhere from the trails of Iceland. We'll see. And thanks for listening, and have a beautiful day.